Yes, I'm in a trampoline, and that is where we're going to be doing this SUPboarder how-to video. Today we're going to give you some top tips on how to improve your step back turns on the land. A lot of you are landlocked at the moment, but that doesn't mean you can't improve your paddleboarding. So let's crack straight into this how to do step back turn video. The step back turn or buoy turn is a very simple maneuver to do. All you need to do is get your weight onto your back of your board and pivot the board around the tail or the fin of the board. Therefore, you'll be able to turn around the quickest, and this is really commonly done when you're SUP surfing and when you're SUP racing. Most people find the first part of the maneuver is the hardest part to grasp, and that's getting your feet and your body weight towards the back of the board. Timing is important with the step back turn, but also keeping your paddle in the water as much as possible, and putting your paddle in the water when you're doing your movement is really crucial too. For example, when I go to move my front foot, which is my left foot in this case is my front foot because I'm regular foot, but if you're goofy foot it would be your right foot. When I go to move my front foot, I place the paddle in the water. As I pull back on my paddle stroke, I rotate my left foot towards the handle, and that sets me up for the first part of the step back turn. I pull myself paddle stroke and I feel comfortable. On the second part of the paddle stroke, I put my paddle in the water and move my foot back. Again, gives me more stability, better timing. Now, if you might find you're far enough back on your board to initiate your step back turn, but for this board we want to go a bit further back. So again, put your paddle stroke in, pull back, and move our weight back again. Remember also to keep your weight down the center line of the board. Now we're fully over the back of the tail of the board and we can really pivot on the tail. At this point, all we have to do is a nice wide stroke away from us, trying to get our paddle blade as far away from the board as possible and to really pivot us around the back of the board or the fin. A few big wide strokes and you'll find this board will pivot around no problem at all. Fully compressed on your back leg, nice and bent, fully straight leg with your front leg. That way you can control the weight on your back leg, and if you start to tip or fall further back or out of control, you can lean onto your front leg to counteract this. Few simple strokes, and when you want to recover and come back up to your normal paddling stance, make sure you pull forward, pull yourself back. You might be able to go right back into your normal paddling stance, or you might have to do a couple strokes. You might have to pull forward, and again, at the end of the stroke, place your paddle in the water, rotate your left foot back to the beginning. So therefore, if you're a goofy foot or right foot forward, just reverse that process. Tips for paddling on your backside and doing a step back turn is virtually the same. Place your paddle in the water, rotate your front foot. Place your paddle in the water, move your foot back. If you need to go again, place your paddle in the water, move your foot back again. Then, wide stroke away from the board, compressing your knees, bending your foot fully, but you might not find you have your front legs so straight. You have it slightly bent. You may also find you do smaller strokes when you do your backside turn because you can't get your paddle in a bigger stroke because your body's in the way. Move back up again, pull the paddle in, pull yourself back up. Pull the paddle in, move yourself back up. And then again, back to your normal paddling position and carry on. A few tips then. The further back you get on the board, the faster you'll turn, but the more unstable you'll feel. Keep your paddle in the water as much as possible and try and link your foot movements up with your paddle in the water to give you support. For training and doing this on land, I've got this on a trampoline and I'm on a sofa cushion underneath. Therefore, when you lean back on the board, you will feel the board shift and you will have to react with that board. You can do this in your living room, in your garden, you can do this absolutely anywhere. We really hope you found this video useful and informative at this time. If you've got anything you want to learn or land drills you think we can tell you, please send us in a comment or email and we'll happily make a video for you. Carry on using SUPboardermag.com, and thanks for the support on SUPboarder Pro.